Welcome to English Boost. Have you ever wondered when to use need to, should, and ought to? They can sometimes express similar ideas, but they are not always interchangeable. In this lesson, I will explain the difference between them with simple examples you can always remember. Okay, let's get started. Use need to when you want to express that something is necessary or required. So use it to express necessity or requirement. Now, I'll use 4 questions here to explain further so that you understand exactly how to use both the positive and the negative form of it, okay? 1. You blank submit your application before Friday. Need to. Now, when you say you need to submit your application before Friday, it means that submitting the application before Friday is necessary, or it is very much required. Okay, next, we blank leave now if we want to catch the last bus. Need to. When you say we need to leave now if we want to catch the last bus, it means that if actually we want to catch the last bus, leaving now is necessary. So it is required of us to leave now so as to catch the last bus. Necessity. Next, you blank bring any food. We already have enough. Now, this part of the sentence, we already have enough, suggests that we are to use the negative form of need to. So, the right thing to use here is don't need to. You don't need to bring any food. We already have enough. Now, you can also use another form of this, which is needn't. This means need not. So you can use needn't or don't need to. Note that if you use needn't, to is not necessary. Okay? Only needn't without to. So you can say, you needn't bring any food. Or you say, you don't need to bring any food. Okay? Next, she blank wear glasses when she is reading. Needs to. Note the addition of s. This shows that it is a singular verb because we have a singular subject. So we can use needs when you have she, he, or it. So if you have any of this, you must add s to need, okay? She needs to wear glasses when she is reading. Now, we are through with needs to. Let's look at the next one, should. I've actually made a video on should on this channel. The title is Should, Would, and Could. You can check it out so as to know how to use those 3 modal verbs in sentences, okay? Use should when offering advice or a recommendation. So when you want to give someone advice or you want to offer a recommendation, use should. Okay, now let's look at 4 questions here as our examples so that you understand exactly how to use both the positive and the negative form of it, okay? Our first example is number 5. You look tired. You blank get some rest. You should get some rest. You can see that here you are offering advice to someone who looks tired. So this is about advice. Okay, next, I think you blank talk to your teacher about your challenge. Should. Here, you're telling someone that what is right to do is to talk to his or her teacher about the challenge. Okay, so this is about recommendation. You can also say it's a piece of advice. advising someone to open up and talk to his or her teacher. Next, you blank eat so much junk food, it's not good for you. This is a piece of advice, or we can say that it is a recommendation. A recommendation is actually what you think is the right thing to do. This means not, so shouldn't is correct. You shouldn't eat so much junk food. It's not good for you. Note that you can also use the full form of this, not. You can say you should not eat so much junk food. So you can use shouldn't or should not. Both of them are correct. Our last example is number 8. She blank study for her exams tonight. This is what you think is right for someone to do. So it is a recommendation, or so should is correct. She should study for her exams tonight. Now let's look at the last modal verb, ought to. When do we use it in a sentence? We use it to offer advice or to say something that is morally or rightly expected. It is similar to should because what you think is morally or rightly expected, you can recommend it to someone. So this makes ought to and should similar in meaning. You can actually interchange them in sentences. Okay, now let's look at 4 questions here for you to understand exactly how to use it in a sentence. Okay, 9. We blank help those who are less fortunate. Here, the sentence suggests that helping those who are less fortunate is what is morally expected of us. So it is the right thing to do. Ought to. We ought to help those who are less fortunate. Next, you blank be rude to your parents. Having rude here suggests that we must use ought to in the negative form. So we say, ought not to. You ought not to be rude to your parents. This means that it is not right. It is not right to be rude to your parents. Note that ought not to can be shortened to oughtn't to. But this is not common in everyday English, so I recommend you use the full form, ought not to. Next, he blank respects his teachers. This is something that is expected of everyone to do. Ought to. He ought to respect his teachers. Expected. The last example says, you blank apologize for what you said. If you have said something wrong, it is morally expected of you to apologize. So we can also say that this is a piece of advice. So ought to can be used. You ought to apologize for what you said. Now, most of the sentences here, we can also use need to, should, and ought to. It depends on the speaker. Okay? Thank you for watching this video. Please make your own sentence with